Hey trainers, it's me Valak. A new collector's edition pet has entered Azeroth and it is the Starshard Whelpling. This pet is bought via the classic Burning Crusade Anniversary Edition from either the Heroic pack or higher. After purchasing it, it will appear immediately in your pet journal in both classic and in retail. The pet model and name are identical in both retail and classic, unlike other mostly identical classic versus retail pets like Fern and Cypress, and Whoopie and Swoopy. In this video, I will showcase this new pet, discuss its stats, abilities, and battle analysis, and I will try to answer the question, do you need this pet? Curious and inquisitive, this starry-eyed whelpling has big dreams and a wish to explore every world in the cosmos. It is a dragonkin pet, which means it benefits from the dragonkin family passive modifier. Dragons deal 50% additional damage on the next round after bringing a target's health below 50%. Dragonkin pets take 50% increased strike from humanoid abilities and 33% decreased strike from flying abilities. It is of course not a cageable pet since it is bought from the store. Let's go over its stats and abilities. It's a power breed. It has 1441 health, which is not too bad for a power breed. It has a very high power of 349 and it has a low speed of 227. Its abilities are Arcane Slash, 100% hit chance, rushes the enemy dealing 332 magic damage or 461 magic damage if the user strikes first. Arcane Blast, 100% hit chance, blasts the enemy with a surge of arcane power, dealing 276 magic damage. Damage increases by 92 each time it is used, maximum 461 magic damage. Celestial Blessing, 100% hit chance, sanctifies the ground for 5 rounds, blessing the next friendly pet to swap into battle with 50% reduced damage for 3 rounds. It's quite a rare ability shared only with Eula, Cobalt and the constellation pets like Comet, Stardust, Celestial Calf and Slive. Keep in mind that this buff can be removed by the opponent with the ability Disruption. However, only 2 pets in the game have this ability, namely Purity and the Ravenous Bridling. Also, if you have a pet with extra plating, make sure not to use it too soon, as it replaces the Celestial Blessing buff entirely. Arcane Storm, 3-round cooldown, 100% hit chance, deals 442 magic damage split between all enemies and warps the weather into Arcane Winds for 9 rounds. Does additional damage if Arcane Winds is already active. During Arcane Winds, pets cannot be stunned or rooted. Twilight Meteorite, 5-round cooldown, 100% hit chance, call forth a Twilight Meteor onto your enemies, dealing 830 Dragonkin damage split amongst them. Because of the Dragonkin passive modifier, this becomes a whopping 1245 on the next round after bringing a target's health below 50%. This would hit insanely hard against magic pets, because magic pets take 50% increased strike from Dragonkin pets. This ability is shared only with the Twilight Clutch Sister and the Twilight Whelpling. The Twilight Clutch Sister used to be a top tier PvP pet as it had a power speed breed available, meaning it could potentially strike first with higher speed. Unfortunately, speed has totally become the meta now in pet PvP, and the power speed breed of the Twilight Clutch Sister simply can't keep up. It does offer a defensive option, however, with Phase Shift or Prismatic Barrier, which could potentially keep it above 50% to still benefit from the Dragonkin passive modifier. And Starfall, 4-round cooldown, 100% hit chance, deals 110 Dragonkin damage to all enemy pets, restores 110 health to all allies, and turns the weather into Moonlight for 9 rounds. During Moonlight, all pets receive 25% increased healing, and magic abilities deal 10% additional damage. Also quite a rare ability, shared only with 10 other pets like the aforementioned constellation pets. Starfall could be used for Dragonkin damage to all opponent pets and to apply Moonlight Weather. Keep in mind that this assumes that the Starshard Whelpling is your second or third pet, because unless your other pets are injured, the healing is wasted, and it does only minimal damage to enemies. It could be useful in a team with pets that benefit from Moonlight Weather specifically, such as Creeping Fungus, Spirit Claws, or when Elex fly, or in teams with healing pets to benefit from increased healing. For PvP, keep in mind that a weather ability is easily countered if your opponent simply uses another weather ability. Starfall does not compare to its magic counterpart Moonfire, which also applies to moonlight weather, but has a strong single target damage and a shorter cooldown. On top of that, it deals 10% additional damage when used a second time during moonlight weather, which Starfall does not because it is a Dragonkin ability. Instead of Starfall, you could pick Twilight Meteorite. It's an insanely hard-hitting ability that splits the damage across the opponent team, which could be used as a very strong opener or as an insanely strong finisher when you have the Dragonkin passive modifier active. On top of Twilight Meteorite, it also has Arcane Storm for additional damage split amongst all opponent pets. It applies Arcane Weather, which makes it incompatible with the team around control since it prevents opponent pets to be stunned or rooted. You could also opt for Celestial Blessing to give your next two pets a protection of 50% damage reduction for 3 rounds. Instead of Arcane Storm, you could use your Blessing on each of your other two pets by swapping out your Starshard Whelpling after casting it, and then repeat once your first pet is down. As filler, Arcane Slash or Arcane Blast can be used. Arcane Blast only becomes threatening after 3 to 4 casts with the invested damage. Because the Whelpling is slow and you want to make sure that you can use your Twilight Meteorite, it rarely has time to build up Arcane Blast. Arcane Slash is a little bit more reliable as a filler. The biggest weakness of the Starshard Whelpling is its low speed. A speedy ninja pet with a strong opening ability, like a hard-hitting humanoid ability or a stun or a sleep, could deplete its advantages of having an opener with Celestial Blessing. It still has a reasonable health for a power breed, but for example, if a speedy opponent casts Skull Darkness, this Whelpling will be depleted for most of its health, if it's not killed entirely by the Skull Darkness already. It also has 0 avoidance or mitigation in any ability row. Do you really need the Starshard Whelpling in your collection? My short answer is no, you really don't need it, but you can collect it for collectionist sake if you really want to. The Anniversary Edition costs $39.99 on the Blizzard store. Granted, it does provide more than just one pet, but even still. It was also confirmed that the Battle Pet content will be heavily limited in the upcoming expansion in Midnight, unfortunately. This makes me very sad, and it doesn't make sense that Blizzard would add any Battle Pets if no other Battle Pet content is added, as if we're supposed to use paid pets for only older content. Also, there are many other, even more powerful pets available that can offer a strong Twilight Meteorite or Celestial Blessing strategy, like the Twilight Whelpling or Twilight Clutch Sister, or any of the Celestial Blessing pets. To conclude, it's a powerful pet, but not an essential one by any means for PvP or PvP, but it can be added to your collection if you are a compulsive pet collector like me. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one, and may your pets be cute and your RNG ever in your favor. Bye guys!